cost, the traffic, the police, and nothing to do. The four major concerns. Cost of coming up is very prohibitive. The biggest complaint we hear is that there's just not enough things to do. I mean, all the other stuff aside, that's the biggest complaint. We have to work together as ambassadors for this community and for this motorcycle week.
One of the things we hear complaints about a lot is liquor enforcement. And that is a whole separate agency within the state bureaucracy. And I want you to know that, and the mayor mentioned about rules that were set 20 years ago. We have liquor rules that were set back after Prohibition. And that's a complaint we hear a lot in the state from our visitors.
The bikers that I talk to want to see boobs. I have the most popular show at this event, hands down. I'm getting $10 at the door in the middle of the afternoon. You don't think they want to see it? My place is packed. And the people that are too old or too prudish to handle that should stay home. I think we're in a good position, people, because you have a good chief of police here, and the major's in charge, and they can be talked to, and they get it. That's part of the problem. The other part of the problem is people want to come to the Weirs and party. And yeah, they want to drink beer and act up and rev their bikes and show their boobs. And honestly, we've policed that out of here. That's why people are mad. That's why all these gentlemen and ladies were talking about the police. And we need to decide, are we having a party or not? And I had an epiphany roundabout bike week, because I'm kind of mad about it too. I see it going away and that hurts my feelings. I'm mad about that. They do this stuff in New Orleans, and I see people, millennials, babies in carriages, drunk people's grandmas. It's the drunkest thing I've ever seen, and you know what? They're shoulder to shoulder, having a hell of a time. There's boobs out and every other thing. They got 3 short rules, and I can't even say them here. You can't, yes I can, you can't urinate, defecate, or fornicate on the street. Other than that, have a good time.
My kind of town.
And that's right. And are we gonna decide that that's what we're doing here? We're having a party?
You guys need to be forward thinking. We're the oldest rally in the country. We should be leading them. We shouldn't be going to the other rallies and say, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? We're the leader. We're the oldest. They should be following us. Some small things to cause people to continue or want to start to come back up is all you guys need.
People are willing to come back. If they had a bad experience with the weather, they had a good time while they were here, they'll come back better prepared. But one bad exposure with the police will end a return of visit forever.
So I think the city should be the biggest sponsor. We talked about why there's no fun. Okay, well, how do you get fun in a booth on a piece of land in Laconia? You pay the city an outrageous amount of money for a permit. I wonder if the same price was charged for Pumpkin Fest. I doubt it. So I have a major problem with how the city sponsors the event or doesn't sponsor. I ride between my 3 places in the Weirs every bike week. At some point, I'm afraid to ride. I'm intimidated because there's 2 state troopers every 10 feet. This is not a motorcycle event. It's a police event. And that's wrong. You know, it's real. You've heard it from all of us. We hear it from all of our customers.
We have a lot more coverage on the roads leading up to Laconia. And there's a reason for that, because we're still trying to minimize the fatalities.
The question I have is more towards why can't we be a little bit more tolerant? Are we allowed to do anything anywhere? I mean, can't we be a little bit more tolerant and let people have a little fun?
And it's a balancing act, allowing people to have fun and to engage in dangerous behavior.
If we continue to do the same, we're going to get the same results, which is a declining result. This is a multi-million-dollar event. We need to treat it like a multi-million-dollar event. And we need to move forward with a plan and have people accountable for every section of Motorcycle Week to put Motorcycle Week back on the map as a world-class event.
Now's the time. And really is a critical time where over the next several years, we need to invest it back in each other, working together in order to kind of put and implement all of these different ideas that are going to come from meetings like this and see the results.
We need more publicity to tell the people you want to go to Laconia. And I love Laconia, that's why I come here. The word Laconia, my family started coming up here in the 50s. So, the bottom line is, I hear a lot of people talking about, well, these people are doing an admirable job, these people are doing a wonderful job, and we're saying, what's the problem? What are the motorcyclists in general doing for Laconia? That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah, I'd like to see some new events around here, and I do go up to Canaan. You know, that's a good event up there, and that AMA stuff is good, that's worth a ride. My friends and I went up there and do a great job of it. I would ride to go to Flat Track, wherever it was in the state of New Hampshire. And a vendor rendezvous, as a vendor. Rendezvous at the Seacoast is a great idea. Just more things, more positive, make it so we can ride around. I don't know what the true answer is, but it still is something that's special to Laconia.
What will you folks do, or what do you plan to do to keep the event relevant going forward? And what can you do to attract the 20-somethings that we're going to need to keep it going?
Every year, they're sitting in traffic, the motorcycle's not running, they're pulled out of traffic. I guess it's illegal to sit in traffic without your motorcycle running. Another story we hear, sunglasses on their head, sitting in traffic, pulled out of traffic, written up because they have sunglasses on their head, not on their eyes. Those are the reasons why people are not coming to Laconia. And it's been
I hope everybody knows that we're up here to really to serve and be a good partner and be a good neighbor. And I think we've made some tremendous changes, over the past few years, positive changes that you see us as the service that we really should be to you.
When I started this job in 1991, there were about 50 other motorcycle events nationwide. It's well over 650 now. And that's not a horrible thing, but it makes us have to be very sharp here with regards to why we're going to get the people to come here.
The one thing that the Motorcycle Week Association doesn't have, that it had, certainly to the level that it had 10 years ago, is money. Okay? So we're down to a base of 3 local businesses. We're putting significant sums of money in Motorcycle Week promotion and marketing. The simple bottom line to all this is that the income stream, especially from corporate sponsorships, from special sponsorships, that used to exist 10 years ago does not exist today.